Anything of note around here? Can't really think of very much. Alright, more mirror puzzles, I guess. So these are different because the previous mirror puzzles were all, like, what axis of symmetry were they over? They were like left-right symmetry. This is top-bottom symmetry, and the others were diagonal symmetry. So I think that means that these puzzles are basically concluded at this point. We'll solve this sequence, and then that should be it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I guess I almost made my point about this earlier. This is very interesting because it's where he starts to really shine in this game, in my opinion, where he takes different mechanics and then just starts mixing and matching them. And again, that's like the whole philosophy behind this game, where it's about playing this game is almost more like you're experiencing Jonathan Blow's, oh, I said his name. You're experiencing the creator's mental challenge to himself of like, can I make a game where there's like one style of puzzle, and I just try to make it as deep and complex as interesting as I possibly can. And then he did it, which is cool, but also I don't know. It's not everyone's cup of tea in a lot of ways, and I can understand that. I think you really have to like puzzle games a lot to fully appreciate this game. And I mean, even I'm not like that much of a puzzle game fan. I kind of am. Sort of. Like, I'll put it to you this way, my favorite puzzle game is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So, you know, not exactly this sort of style of puzzle gamer. You know, the games like Myst and what was it? Not Abzu. Solved this one. What was the game that came out a little while ago that started with an O? Let's see. Myst. Like. Obduction. That's the one, thank you. I've never liked those sorts of games. I never liked Monkey Island or King's Quest or any of those games that people really think of as like the definitive entries in the puzzle game genre. Not something I'm super interested in. However, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is probably the greatest puzzle game I've ever played. And if you really think about it, it is absolutely a puzzle game. As in, like, it's not really a boxing game. It's a puzzle game that you solve by boxing. In that, like, you don't know what your opponents are ever actually gonna do until you just start to recognize the patterns or whatever, and then they piece together the patterns in certain ways so that you have to like learn, okay, if my opponent like flashes yellow, then they're gonna do something, and then if they flash red, they're gonna do something else, and I'm supposed to block or duck or whatever. This one's neat. This puzzle's very neat because depending on which node you start on, you get different, you control which color of line you use, and it has to be solved this way, otherwise you're not able to do it. If you start from this node even though it looks like you should be able to, you know, start it from either point, then you find out that that is absolutely not the case. Okay. Cool. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is an escape room where boxers are locks and your fists are the keys. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't ever say a sentence like that. Are you sure you didn't just get punched in the face, Keith? It's like how Dark Souls is a rhythm game. Kinda. I'd never thought of it that way. I could kinda see the argument for it, but a little bit harder to convince me of that one. But, you know, I could almost see it. But that would imply then that it's possible to play Dark Souls with a DDR pad, and I want to see that. Okay, so I can't quite figure out what I'm supposed to do here. So I won't be able to solve it if I go this direction. So if I go this way, and then around, that won't do it either. I feel like I'm close. I think someone has played it with a DDR pad. I mean, of course they have. I was being, you know, facetious there. I think people probably played Dark Souls with like a Game Boy Color at this point. Just for the love of the game at that point. I mean, people play like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which is, you know, it's a puzzle game. Not a lot of people think of Mike Tyson's... Anyway. That's kind of a weird meta joke. People play, like, video games blindfolded, and that blows my mind sometimes. You have to be unbelievably well practiced at a game to be able to play it without even looking at it, in my opinion. I mean, that's like playing the piano or something without looking at the keys, except 100% harder. Easily. I wonder if I'm supposed to go this way. No, not quite. That's because people play it 1,000 times to get bored. You're not wrong. I would imagine that... I think that boredom is probably the foundation of the speedrunning community. I think that anybody who's ever speedrun a game probably did it out of boredom first and then figured out that they could get really good at it. Not to insult people that do speedrunning, but, well, there you go. Let's see. This one's giving me a run for my money. I feel like I got close originally, but now I'm not doing so hot. I wonder if I'm supposed to be looking at my previous solutions here to get a clue. So we did 2 blue. We did 2 blue in the upper right, 2 blue in the bottom left. Maybe I need to do a blue in the... No, there's no way I could possibly do blue up here. There's no way to be able to get the red... not the red, the yellow guy down to where he needed to be. But... what if I were... Okay, let's cover up that node with the yellow guy. Let's cover up... I need to cover up this node with the yellow guy as well. I've gotten this close before. Oh, here we are. Got it. The previous solutions. I wonder if there's anything that I could have gleaned from them. I guess... Oh, there is a pattern here. So... I think that what I should have noticed in the end is that it was these corners, but like up. The blue went up and the yellow went down. Here the blue went right and the yellow went left. So I think I should have noticed that that was the pattern that was most likely to come next. But I didn't. Because I didn't know that that was even a mechanic in this game until today. Alright. What am I supposed to do now? I think I probably want to have the blue on this side. And so I'll look that way. This doesn't look particularly promising to go up to that point. So I wonder if I'm supposed to go something like this way. Aw. I touched the tips. Never, ever supposed to touch the tips. Yeah, sure. They're, yeah. Donk. 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 Have you ever looked at the logo for the programming language Python? If not, then if you look at it right now, you'll know. That's all I'm gonna say there. Okay. So this is almost what I feel like I should be doing. But I think that I can kind of see where I'm going wrong. Yeah, yep. This is looking more correct, so I want to go all the way around like that. And then we go this way. Got it. See, this one, it doesn't look like the Python programming language logo. What it does look like is, I don't know why maracas came to my mind, and I was able to explain it for a second, but I can't understand now where my mind went there.
I see it.
How? I saw it
The
and now I
nodes
can't
look like
anymore.
It's like holding it. Like
Huh?
it looks like you see like arms
Yeah.
and legs, and
Yeah.
then the nodes are the maraca ends. So it's like
Yeah. That's kind of what I saw, I think. I don't know anymore. I'm drunk. Alright, we want to do a pattern like this. Interestingly enough, I don't know if this was always this way, but it looks like the yellow is like more faded out. Oh no, it's gonna become invisible as I solve the puzzles. Oh crap. Oh no, I bet it's gonna be totally invisible by this point. Yep, I knew it. Okay. So we must have like left-right symmetry here. So I guess I want to do something like this. Alright. Oh, there's so many. There's so many. Oh no. There's a lot of thems. I don't know how I solved these when I was a younger lad of 26, probably when I played this game. So I want to go up through here. Like that. Good lord. I'm... I did it. I don't know how, but I did it. Okay. So we want to go all the way around. Then, this way. And then I think I want to go in this direction. I can't even, if I'm looking at it to try and figure out what I just did, like, I can't even put my mind, I can't even visualize the yellow snake. I'm really impressed with myself right now. I have no idea how I did that. Again, I don't remember, but at this point I really don't remember any of the mechanics. So, you know, you cannot say that I had any sort of muscle memory guiding me there. Well. Solved it. Alright, I guess I must be going the wrong direction through all this shit. It must be over here. Nope. Alright, so it's over there. Oh yeah! I loved these ones. These are my favorite. You're supposed to go around the rocks. And the rocks are just out in the water like that, and then bam. These are my favorite puzzles. I love them so much. I have a big smile on my face remembering what it was like when I first figured that one out. And here he is, putting a goddamn bush in the way. And you don't get no hedge clippers in this game. No, no, no. The bush just is there to make you feel like an asshole. And you know what?
You get a pillar reflection.
You do get the reflection, but if I remember right, wait, what? This one's like offset. I guess I need to just go around this way. Nope. Alrighty. The other thing that this game does all the time is it puts human faces everywhere. You think that rock looks like a sad old man staring at his reflection? That's incredibly intentional. Don't worry, I know a couple of interesting places where that happens again. I will definitely call them out, because they're interesting. So, I think with this one, I'm also supposed to make sure I don't touch the clouds. Nope. Okay. I don't recall what I'm supposed to do here.
We're supposed to memorize that formation over on the right.
No, I don't think so. Unless I am supposed to do that. Oh, maybe so. Ha 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 ha! Nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess you're supposed to solve it like that. So this sad old man, turns out he's there to make you look like a bitch. Once again. Once again. He's like, I spent my entire life making strangers look like assholes. It was a life well lived. And that's what he's not sad staring in the water. He's actually just like, yeah, I did it. I made the whole universe look like an asshole before I passed away and got turned into stone. Huh. Not sure where any of that thought came from, but you're welcome.